channel once again. Having to set my microphone up right quick. This is kind of a spur of the moment video. Having to find all my stuff and set up while the credits play out. Alrighty, now right there's good. Got the microphone in place, got my headphones so I can hear really well what's going on. Today we're revisiting The Hunter Call of the Wild. Now I've already kind of sort of ran through all of the basic tutorial and kind of giving you guys an idea of how to play the game. So now I'm just going to have fun and bring you guys along for the ride with me. We are resuming in Layton Lake. My mission is to find 3 footprints from 3 different black-tailed deer. And I'm right here in the mission area. So it should not be very difficult. Right now the wind is to my back. Gonna go over here to my weapons cache. I've got 5,000 credits to spare at the moment. So let's see what we have down here in lures and collars. Doesn't look like any of them I have enough money for. Mule deer, musk deer. All these are locked. So I don't have anything for any of the animals here in Layton Lake. But first things first, I'm going to head north. Hop fence right here. Gonna head north and see if I can find some blacktail around that little pond I saw. Watering hole is always a good place to look. Look at there, look at there. 170 to 250 yards away. So I'm going to start heading in that direction. It is right now in game 4:30 in the afternoon. Making a bit of noise there. I'm still pretty good distance away. Now, one of the things I do love about this game is, like I said before, no game is ever 100% realistic. There's always going to be some factor in the game, some rule of reality that gets bent. For this game, it is the animal sensitivity that gets bent, for one. Thought I seen some tracks over here, but I guess it's just red leaves. Says they're fleeing 70 to 110 yards away.
You know, I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
They saw me before I could see them. Right now the wind is to my back, which is not so good for trying to sneak up on them. Where am I at? Alright, so heading due north. They were indeed around that pond, so I did have a good idea there to begin with, from the looks of things. That's a bear. Oh, looks like I might have discovered a bear's resting zone. So, gonna discover that and add it to the map for later use. Alright, let's keep going in the direction I'm going. Let's see. But I do love how immersive this game is. Right now, just scanning the area, hoping that maybe I didn't spook all of them. There's actually an achievement for spooking a number of deer, or a number of animals in general. Dang it. I'm not seeing anything in those trees. So there's one.
The black-tailed deer are one of the easiest animals in the reserve to hunt. Still, be wary of your noise and the wind direction, as their senses are quite good.
Should be 2 out of 3. Yeah, that's 2 out of 3 so far. If I can just get one more. What do we have here? Feeding zone? Or is that poopity? That is poo-poo. That's very fresh. So, and they're in this thick stuff that makes a lot of noise when I go through it. And just like that, 1,000 credits. I now actually have enough to purchase a collar. I was not trying to do all that. Alright. I have something right up here. See what the next mission is. Alright, so same area, just got to take down 2 blacktails. Now that mark that I made at 230 yards out, I believe that is a hunting stand. Those of you that actually watch my videos, I am so very sorry that I haven't been able to upload like I want to. Just busy schedule, got kids to deal with. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little crazy. Black-tailed deer at a walk. That's a trot. That's like halfway between a walk and a run. Yes, I'm getting impatient with it. Beautiful. See if I can draw her just a little bit closer. She's just standing there. Here she comes. Easy does. Let's see if I hit her good enough. I also hear a bear, but I don't have... Oh yeah, I got her. Now let's go claim her. A medium bleed rate. She's not going to make it very far. Now I keep saying it's she because I am reasonably sure that's a doe. Ah. There she lies. And I passed everything. Proper ammo. Less than 2 shots or less. Did not hit trophy organ. And I scored a critical hit. Shot her at 65 yards away. Only had to track her 250 yards. That's not bad.
Wow, these are some strong gusts today. I'll have to speak up, or you won't hear me.
Okay. Keep heading in this direction, and that is indeed a hunting stand out there. Right there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and set that up. Actually, this is... I thought about popping my ground blind up, but... That is such a pity that I do not have anything class 1, because I'm hearing... I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I heard a bunch of ducks. Throughout the reserve, you can get little little stands built like this. They do really, really well at concealing you. But just look at that view. Look at the amazing detail that went into all of this. This is what I love. But like I said, when it comes to games, no game is totally realistic. And, you know, it does take away from, you know, the feeling of actually being in it. Smelling the pine trees. Being able to smell everything that, you know, everything that you can smell while being in... Okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't on a run. Because for some reason this game's weird. Like when you click the left stick to run like you would in Call of Duty or anything like that, your character will continue to run even when you let off of it. And even when you come to a complete stop, your character will still continue to run. Now, one thing that I have learned in my experience with using hunting stands, especially, well, not just especially, but more so when your wind is facing in the more open direction. Because typically, I would think you would look out in this direction. Across the water, it's fairly open. But I have numerous times had, you know, whatever animal I may be calling come out from this direction where there's a lot of tree cover and brush cover. See what time it is. 5:18 afternoon. This will actually attract further than the bleak call. Now maybe some of you a little more experienced than me can tell me if that's an authentic sound or not. I'm not totally sure if that's actually the wheeze sound that a whitetail would make, or a blacktail in this case. It says it's affected whitetail, springbok. Oh no, it doesn't affect a blacktail. I'm in blacktail country. I do hear something though, unless it's just me moving around. And I use the 357 Magnum because it is a very good close quarters firearm. I just love that click when the hunter rocks the hammer back forward. That's actually kind of addicting. Or not addicting. What's it called? Oddly satisfying. See if I can lure something out. Like, I don't know if that's wind blowing or what in the world it is. I swear I keep hearing something. Like, I don't know if this game is programmed to throw red herrings out there just to, what's the word, lure you into a false sense or throw you off track. I swear it sounds like there's something walking. Like, really, really close to me. Coyote. See if we can get a coyote. Yes, I realized that sound can get very annoying very quickly. And I can hear the comments now. Yes, I know the sound's annoying. Does call again. Man, I'm kind of excited if the coyote might come out here, because in my experience, coyotes are super hard to hunt. Nothing to do with their toughness or anything like that, but their sense of sight and their sense of smell is absolutely just phenomenal. And then you add to that, they're super hard to see. I just noticed a glitch in the game. Which this is not, you know, for everything that went into it, this is a glitch that I could easily overlook. And it doesn't bother me that much. But if you look down there, you see that we have all of this scenery. Then we have, you know, the stand. And this actually looks like something that I have hunted in before. But then you got the shadow of the stand down there. But if you look, according to the shadow, there's nobody up here. So I wonder if that's what the animal sees. I guess Coyote's not going to come out this time. Pull out the handy dandy binoculars. And once again, this game, and it might be because I'm such a low level that I'm not seeing anything quite like I want to. But, what was I gonna say? I got sidetracked. No! I got distracted for a brief minute. Oh no! I didn't even get to see what that was. Was it a deer or a coyote? Think maybe I can call him back? That would be some very broken game mechanics if that would work. If there is another one close by, I'm going to try to use the shotgun because that is a very adequate close quarters firearm. See if I can lay flat. It was indeed a coyote. That stinks. Alright, so if I head directly west, get to the edge of my water here. Standing right here in these tall weeds, I'm actually kind of hard to see. I'm also losing the sun. starting to think that maybe I should just go back to one of my safe houses and call it until morning. Where are all my safe houses? There's one. Gonna fast travel here. Alright, 6 in the afternoon right now, so if I head north, let's see, the direction I'm heading. And I can actually see the water that I'm going to. So according to the map, the little island I'm looking for should be off to my left. There's a hunting structure right there as well. Is that the one that I... Nope. No hunting pressure. That's not the one I was at. Let me slow down just a little bit. Waterside, or next to a pond, a lake, or anything along those lines, usually a really good spot to find, you know, almost any kind of hunting. Another useful little factoid about about using binoculars in this game. Let's say that I want to know how far away the island is, but I cannot actually tell how far something is away unless it's an animal which I can spot. Press Y. That island's 363 yards away. Double check the waypoint. Oh, it's that one. I see the mark now. So. Just a quick way of double checking distance. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but I'm hearing that same footstep kind of pattern again. I absolutely hate that the back side of this stand is up on a hill like this. I keep having to stand up and crouch down to see the edge of the tree line there. I mean, am I losing my gourd, or can you guys hear this too? Take a look out here and make sure I'm not hearing it over here somewhere. And see, while a lot of the mechanics are indeed based on the actual animal's movements, like I said, there is no game that is truly realistic. If you list any game ever made, even games for training purposes, there's always some part of it that is, there's some rule that gets bent, at least a little bit. Keep hearing those footsteps, it's like they're responding to the deer bleat. Now, I was hoping I'd be able to get up on the bench where I can crouch down like this, but be a slightly higher level so I can see over the edge of that without the top right here blocking off my view of the wood line. Maybe I'll stand a better chance of seeing something out here on the edge of the water. My previous video I bagged 2 moose, but I failed harvest check because I did not have the appropriate ammunition. Alright, well, it's getting night time, so gonna fast travel here. And I think after this video would be a good time to start getting my muzzleloader back. And see, ladies and gentlemen, that's one thing that kind of bothers me just a little bit about playing the game without the DLCs. Everything is locked and forces you into a very uncomfortable position to have to get your score up before you can get the ammunition to expand what you're hunting for. See, that is only 2 to 5, which is a handful of animals, but not very much. Whereas the 20 gauge, if you pay the money to get the extra, I'm gonna get the steel bird shot because that's what you're actually supposed to hunt ducks with. I'm gonna take the 12 gauge out, put the 20 gauge in, go down here to the Strecker SNS 20 gauge. Now here's an interesting thing. If you have more than one ammunition variant, you can use your left bumper and switch birdshot, buckshot, or alternatively slugs, or even steel birdshot. I'm gonna leave the buckshot in there because that's 2 to 4. That's pretty much what I'm after at present. Gonna wake up bright and early at 6 a.m. Wind's blowing in that direction, so I'm not going to be going that way. The wind is blowing to the east. Try a watering hole, shall we? Alright, just making sure that little pond is still within the area that I'm supposed to be in. That's probably a log or a stone or something. And it is. I have my hopes up. Let's see. Gonna see how effective that is. That's a moose. Not after moose at present. I don't even think I have anything. I don't. And I forgot that the deer wheeze does not attract blacktails, it only affects whitetails. At least in this region. That's a coyote. It's a feed zone. I still want that coyote. Come on, come on, come on, stay still. Come on, stay still, stay still, stay in that trajectory. My God, this scope does not... He moved. He moved. I hit him. Dang it. Looks like I did not get him good enough. That's a walk. Run. Here we go. Very low. That worries me. So very low. I probably did not get. And I wasn't even paying attention if that was a him or a her. It's just now. I'm gonna track this kill before I go after anything else. And see, this part, I see hunting pressure in the area, so that puppy dropped. Puppy. No pun intended. But the blood spatter said that I did not hit a critical organ, so chances are... Oh, I'm making a lot of noise. But I am also trying to collect my kill. I'm already 90% sure I'm going to fail that harvest check because the blood spatter said that I did not hit a critical organ. But I will still get money and XP. Oh, there you are, baby. Oh, you are a pretty one. I should have aimed higher. But see, that's another thing that goes into detail. Those of you that need to rewind the video just a little bit and see exactly where I aimed at the point I fired. Because I swear to you, I aimed high. I didn't aim very high. I was trying to aim for the tip top of... From that direction, that trajectory, I was trying to aim for the tip top of the shoulders up there. I was hoping the bullet would drop, you know, just a few inches. I didn't expect the bullet to drop that far. And that's another thing you have to keep in mind with this game, is that because of the way the game is designed and the nature of the game, you have location damage, which would be the last part of the harvest check, where they grade you based on did you hit a vital organ, with the exception of class 1 animals. And I promise you guys, if I can get the opportunity, next episode, I will use that Scarlet 20 gauge. I know some of y'all probably itching to see it used. It's a fine shotgun. I love it. The only thing that kind of leaves me something to be desired is the fact that the 12 gauge does have a little more oomph behind it. It is a harder hitting shotgun shell. But the 20 gauge is lightweight, it's easy to maneuver, and when it comes to duck and goose, you could not ask for a better shotgun. But as I was saying, that number one, you have the location damage, that if you score the animal in the right spot, it's a critical hit. They bleed out, just like you would in a real hunting expedition. However, as it shows from this one, because the trail of that bullet, let's pull it up here. Trail of that bullet shows that I barely nicked her. It's not a him, it's a her. That I barely nicked her on her back right leg. Realistically speaking, that would not have done it. Realistically speaking, that coyote would have jumped, ran. You would not have seen that coyote probably for the rest of your days. But you also have the actual video game aspect of the power that goes into your firearm versus the damage threshold of whatever animal you're shooting at that they can take. Being a coyote is fairly small, they have a very small damage threshold and a low health point, I guess you would say. The 243 is a fairly high powered rifle for a starter rifle. That alone is what did the coyote in. I'm actually a little bit embarrassed at that, but like I said, I'm glad for the weapon score, I'm glad for the XP. And see, 745 off of a bronze coyote, which was not, it's not doing too awful bad. So guys, if there's anything that you want to see, maybe you heard of this game, your buddy's got this game, or you've played it before, and you're just, kind of curious how something works before you spend an exponential amount of money on it, drop me a comment. Let me know what you would like to see. Like I said, I have bought all the DLCs except for cosmetics. And the reason being, because in hunting games, or actually any game for that matter, I don't really care for cosmetics. I mean, on a handful of games like Rainbow Six Extraction or some of the Call of Duty games, some of the cosmetics do look good, but in a game like this, I believe that all of the rifles, shotguns, bows, and pistols that are there look good as is. So you guys let me know what you think. I know this was kind of I had better hopes for this hunting expedition, but you know, it is what it is. I bagged a blacktail, I bagged a coyote. Yeah, not too shabby. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next episode.